Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to episode number 3. I'm going to start you out in the free duel section here on the main title, and that's because I want to show the free duel progress we made. I started with Duel Master K. I lost a bunch, but that's because I dueled Duel Master K first. I went 20-7. Pretty bad. Then we went on to Jono. I dueled him 30 times. Then we dueled Villager 2. I dueled him 26 times, and then we dueled Rex, who I dueled 25 times. I think that was it. I don't think I dueled anyone else. Yeah, I did not. So that's all I dueled. I'll go ahead and show you what I got right here. So, if we go ahead and do this, I got two-headed King Rexes in a row, actually, from Rex. Now, these are decent cards. I'm not going to be using them forever, but they're pretty good beaters. They're not dragons, so like I said, they're not going to be there forever. I got a Urabi from Rex, which is a dinosaur, same as the two-headed King Rex. The Crawling Dragon number 2 is amazing. That is a dragon, so that'll stay in my deck. That was from Rex. That's great. Armored Zombie, I got 2 of them. Those are pretty good beaters. Clown Zombie's pretty good. Job Changing Mirror is pretty good. It's a pretty good fusion for other fiends. It can fusion this with another fiend and it becomes a, what is that guy called? 2500 attack, 1200 defense, whatever that guy's called. We started with that guy. Just some random guys here for fusing. Nothing really amazing here. We got 2 Lala Leoons. One was from Duel Master K, and then the other one was from Jono, I believe. Not entirely sure. And then, like I said, everything was just pretty much upgrades. I did get a Jirai Gumo. I put in the password for him. He was 80 star chips, so that's not so bad. He didn't take too long. And the other one from Starships, I got a Kaminari attack. I should have gotten a Parrot Dragon, I think. They're both 290 Starships. I'm not entirely sure which one I should have gotten. I feel like I got more lightning or thunder monsters than I did dragons, but I don't know. Maybe I should have gone with Parrot Dragon, I'm not sure. But I got this Bolt Penguin from Villager 2? Yeah, I got the Bolt Penguin from Villager 2, I'm pretty sure. Because I think Bolt Penguin only drops from Villager 2, of the guys that I've farmed. So that's what my deck is looking like right now. It's just a bunch of fusions. It's not the greatest deck in the world, but it should get us through what we need for this episode. So that's what we got going on right now. So we're going to progress. Preliminary match number 2. It is us versus Weevil Underwood. It's only fair to tell you, you ain't got a chance. My army of insects will make mincemeat out of you. I don't know about that one. Our deck is relatively strong. It's not the greatest deck yet. We'll probably do more grinding after this episode, because we do unlock some more pretty good guys after this episode, as I'm sure you expect. So we'll go ahead and put out a mystical sand right there. So Weevil has Jirai Gumo. This is, Weevil's actually where you grind for Jirai Gumo, so that's pretty scary. Luckily, we have this fusion here. We drew the Marvelous, which is great for Crimson Sunbird, lucky for us. Which is also a Guardian Star on Jirai Gumo, so that was pretty lucky. Pretty lucky draw. Marvelous is pretty good, or Marvelous. I think it's just Marvelous. I don't think it has an R in it. It might, I'm not sure. But it's a winged beast, which you don't see very often. And it has the... it has over, I think, like 12 or 1300 attack. I don't know which one it needs, but it needs one of the two for, to mix it with a fire. And then if you do that, you get Crimson Sunbird, which is a great fusion. But getting Dry Gumo from Weevil is incredibly rare, which is why I fully recommend just doing the normal. We don't really have anything here. I fully recommend just doing the. I don't think this is gonna make anything, because I don't think those two. Oh, we made a Tripwire Beast. It's 100 attack more than what we had, so. It's fine. But, yeah, getting Dry Gumo from Weevil is incredibly rare. It's really a small percent, so... And it only costs 80 star chips, so I really highly recommend you to just use star chips on Dry Gumo and not even worry about grinding for it, because you'll get better cards in the future. This is one of our two-headed King Rexes. We did get 2 of them, which I'm very happy with. Since he is on such low LP, we're just gonna go ahead and use our strongest guy just in case, and then go ahead and finish him off just like that. So Weevil, pretty easy there, I'm not gonna lie. If we could get a Dry Gumo, that'd be great, but it's very unlikely. Yeah, we didn't even get an A or an S, we got a B. We got a Dark Titan from him, so it's not that great. I lost! My army of insects, defeated by the likes of you. He doesn't even use insects that much. He used Dry Gumo though, I will give him that. I hear you're doing pretty well. What will you want to do? We'll go ahead and save just in case. I doubt we'll need it, but we'll do it just in case. Alright, then we'll leave the shop, and we will fight the one and only preliminary match number 3, Yugi versus my Valentine. You should have quit before you faced me. You're going to regret it. My Valentine's not that hard. Of course, she has a Harpy Lady deck, which is... Ooh, okay. Well, Dark Titan of Terror is actually not that bad. So it's probably better than some of the fiends we have. It's better than Majira's Light. So we'll go ahead and take out one of those. And we'll chuck him in there. 1300 attack's nothing to scoff at. It's a pretty good beater, at least, for now. Alright, so if I can draw into a Fiend, I'll show you what job change mirror. I think it's Summon Skull is what it makes. But Girl and a Beast makes Neko Gal, so that's pretty good. Or Neko Gal number 2, I should say. We'll put her in defense mode just in case. My Valentine does have some decent cards. She has a Harpy deck, of course, as I'm sure you guessed. There we go. There's a Summon Skull. 2500 attack, pretty nice. I don't think she's gonna have anything with above 1900 defense, yeah. Still, 1700 attack on a standalone monster, that's a pretty big beater, we would love that. We'd take that for our deck even right now. It wouldn't last, but it would be nice right now. Yeah, we should whoop through this pretty simply. I mean, we don't really have anything else, but you know, twin-headed is, or two-headed King Rex is pretty good. He just beats that out. That's good. 1600 is pretty good for a beater right now. It's not gonna last us forever, but for a standalone beater card for now, it's good. It might last us a while, who knows. And to get 2 of them right away is pretty nice. I would have preferred to have 2 Crawling Dragons number 2 from Rex, or 2 Dragon Zombies, or, you know, something like that, but what are you gonna do? Can't win them all. I'll play this guy out just in case. It's not gonna matter. We'll go ahead and summon Skullum. Nice. Alright, pretty simple fight. My Valentine is out of the way. Ooh, Celtic Guardian. That's kind of cool. I don't know how high his drop rate is, but that's a pretty memorable card. I think he's max star chips if you were to try to buy him. Oh, I didn't even read her dialogue. Oh well. I suppose I'll simply wish you luck. You play a tough game, Yugi. What do you want to do? I'm gonna go ahead and save. Overwrite, of course. Alright, let's go. Next up. The one and only. Come all the way. Preliminary match number 4 versus Bandit Keith. In Duel Links, I use Bandit Keith because I think his His ability is the best. Long time no see. I came to bury you, Yugi. Get ready for a thrashing. He has a skill that I think is a lot of fun. Yeah, Celtic Guardian, 1400 attack, 1200 defense. It's pretty good. I don't know if we use anything that's just useless. I mean, Toadmaster's kind of useless. I might ditch him. Even the Armonite is better. That Ancient Sorcerer, the Secretary, is actually way worse. Let's get rid of that. But Bandit Keith I use in Duel Links. He has a skill that lets you draw a new card just in case if you don't use it anymore. Like if you want to ditch a card, it lets you draw one. And that's really useful in the deck that I run because I'm just going to play this guy out face up so that he doesn't attack the face down card if he fuses and gets a high attack monster. But I run a Blue Eyes and a Kazejin deck in Duel Links. I don't know if it's meta anymore, but it was when the game was pretty new, and that was fun. It definitely had its time. It was a scapegoat or stray lambs deck. Sorry, oof, that's scary. There's a stray lambs deck where you would tribute summon either Kazejin or Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then you would have ooh, this is not looking so good. We need to ditch a couple cards here, so we'll ditch the ones that don't really matter that much. So we'll go ahead and do that. Alright. Okay. Oh, battle axe, huh? A little annoying, but I mean, let's just get a little bit of damage through, I guess. There we go. That's better. Are you a fiend still? No. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can still break through, which is good. Got our Crimson Sunbird here, which is enough to bust on down this Castle of Dark Illusions. 1900 on the Battle Ox. You're only 1350. I don't think that's gonna be enough. Uh-oh. Metal Fish. 1600, huh? Yeah, that's not the best. I guess we'll just summon you. I don't really want you out there, if I'm being honest, so go ahead and do one of those. Get you out of there. Then we're free reign on them LPs. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. So a little spooky against Bandit Keith there at the beginning, but we should be able to bring it back now. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Never mind, never mind. Alright, give me a fiend here. Not quite, but still pretty good. Oops. Still pretty good. Alright. And down goes Bandit Keith. Bandit Keith doesn't really drop anything that great, so we won't be farming him. Snake hair. Yeah, that's a pretty good example. Oh, he's angry. Aye. Me, the card professor, beaten by this kid. Oy vey. I heard you made it to the finals. That's great. Keep it up. Now, what do you want to do? Now, the finals doesn't mean that the last battle's coming up. The finals just means that we're out of the preliminaries. So it's like, it just means like, I guess it means like quarterfinals, semifinal, finals, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. But it doesn't mean that we're in the last games. Hey, Yugi, I hear you winning. Yeah, how about you? Me? Well, I ain't been eliminated yet. Maybe this time I'll face you in the finals. I hope so, but... Huh? What's wrong, Yugi? Over there, it's Shadi. What? We meet again, Yugi. What are you doing here? You looking for something? I was summoned by Yugi's Millennium item. The Millennium Puzzle? That is correct. My own Millennium item is reacting as if it wants to be here and now. I believe that every last Millennium item is gathered here at the tournament. My mission is to discover the secret of these items. That is what brought me here. Shadi is like a memory. Yeah, you get it, you get it. I had a weird dream of the Millennium Puzzle. There was another guy like me in the dream, locked in the puzzle in another world. It was a really strange dream. I see, that might have been something to do with Yami Yugi, your doppelganger. My doppelganger? Yugi, have you ever thought about meeting your dark twin? Me? Meet him? And how's he gonna do that? We can use my Millennium Key and open your mind, Yugi. By delving deep into your mind, you can probably meet the other you that lives within. Yami Yugi was born from the power within the Millennium Puzzle. He emerges from within you. The dream you had, maybe he is trying to tell you something. I think this might be the time to meet him and talk. I see what you're saying. I'll go see if you're willing to help me. Okay. Here, touch my Millennium Key. It's just so casual. Now close your eyes. Relax. Open your mind. It's a familiar sight. This is my mind. I think this is the Millennium Puzzle. And you are me. This is the first time I've met you. It's so strange. I can see inside your mind. Don't need words. I can understand you. Just by facing you. You want to return back to your own world. I want to help. What do I have to do? A card? The face, it's blank. Wait, what is this card? Yugi, you alright? Yeah. Did it work? Did you meet him? I met him, but we only spoke briefly. He told me there was a prince entrapped inside of the puzzle a long time ago. He said he had to get back to his own world. He asked me to help him get back, but I don't know how. Yugi, what's that you got in your hand? Huh? This card. He gave me this card in my mind's world. He told me to use it to free him, to send it back to his own world. What is this, Shadi? I'm afraid I don't know, but it probably has something to do with the Millennium item. 6 blank cards. I don't get it. It's time to head back. Why don't we think on this later? We've got duels to fight. And after that long cutscene, match number 1 of the finals, Yugi versus Shadi, with no time to save in between. Yugi, we were drawn to the battle by our Millennium items. We were destined to duel. So now is not the time to lose. Whoa, Snakehair has 1500 attack. Never mind, that's a pretty good drop actually. Maybe we should put that into our deck. 1500 attack is a pretty good beater. I like the rock guys in our deck because they're pretty good for fusions. I don't want to take up too much time here, but I should probably put this into our deck, huh? Tune Alligator doesn't fuse with anything. It's kind of dead weight. There we go. Shadi is terrible. He has an awful deck. But he is amazing for grinding. But with that being said, he's amazing for grinding for S-teching. S-powing, which is how we've been grinding normally, he's not very good. Or at least he's not as good as he is S-teching. Now, the difference between S-teching and S-powing is a very large time difference. It takes much longer to S-pow than it does to S-tech. Or it takes much longer to S-tech than it does to S-pow. S-pow is more or less just attacking someone until they you know, run out of life points the way you would normally duel someone in this game. But S-teching, the way you win is just by setting out cards and not attacking or just continuously destroying the opponent's monsters until they run out of cards in their deck and draw to 0, which means that you can't fuse and you can't run out of cards before they do. So it's very important to not lose any life points like that, and it's also very important to beat him relatively quickly, or to beat him... What am I trying to say? It's important to keep on top of things. You gotta beat him. You gotta put out the right monsters at the right time. If you're going to fuse monsters, you have to put them down one at a time and then fuse on top of it. We're not S-teching him here, but if we're going to be grinding, we're going to be S-teching him. We're not going to be S-powing him, because that's how we get his good cards. It's annoying and it takes forever, but that's how you do it. This right here isn't how you do it, but that's how you get good cards from Shadi. It seems I've lost, What the? My Millennium Key and Millennium Scales. They've been drawn into the cards. So this is why the Millennium items were drawn to each other this day. Yugi, it seems your friend has summoned the items together to absorb them into these cards. I hear you're doing great. Keep it up. What do you want to do? I'm going to go ahead and save. Save complete. Let's take a look at what card Shadi gave us. He gave us Phantom Ghost. That's the problem with S-powing him. He doesn't give us anything good. So, what I'm thinking is... I might grind some more. I'm not entirely sure. But, if I am gonna grind more, I'll probably go ahead and do some more Rex. Because Rex can drop us Dragon Zombie, he can drop us some more Crawling Dragons #2. He has a bunch of good drops that I would want. I might do more Jono, because he can drop us things like Time Wizard, he can drop us Baby Dragons, he can drop us a bunch of good things. And I would probably try to S-tech Shadi, because Shadi has... what does Shadi have? He has, Invigoration, I think he has, which is pretty good. That's a pretty good magic card. He has another one. I think he has a Raigeki, maybe? He has some good magic cards you can get if you S-tech him, which we want. There's another duelist coming up later on that we also want to S-tech, and there's only really a couple people in the entire tournament that we would want to S-tech. Shadi's one of them, and then there's another person later on. But we're not going to go over that now. So, not entirely sure if I'm going to be grinding in between episode 3 and 4, but if I do, I'll let you know. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode.